Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. A little bit of context behind the video that you're about to watch. This past Tuesday night, the evening of December 7th, 2021, I attended the school board meeting here for Powhatan County, Virginia, specifically to speak out against instances of hate, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, general xenophobic actions perpetuated against our student body by members of our student body, that we had seen a sharp increase in sheer volume and intensity over the last few months since really the start of the fall semester. Per the public comment rules put forward by the school board, each person who speaks gets 3 minutes to speak their case. So moved was I to speak that I took to the podium and delivered a 3-minute lyric decrying the crimes and hatred perpetuated against members of our community, and just expressing my honest feelings and opinions, but in verse. Brought the roof down, just completely blew everyone's mind, shattered expectations. It was great. People stood up, shook my hand. Not that any of that is what matters, but I did get the opportunity to speak with 4 of the 5 members of the school board briefly after the meeting. One of them had nothing to say to me. But afterwards, when reviewing the recording of the event that posted later the next day, we found that out of the entire 5 hours of this meeting, the only instance where we located issues with our audio was during almost the entirety of my 3 minutes at the podium. The volume was really low. The audio quality was really bad. One person described it as being muted to a point where they could hear the birds chirping outside better than they could hear what I had to say. And there were no other issues anywhere else in the tape. Not sure if this is a coincidence or not, but that's why we have technology. So, without further ado, and per my promise to the Powhatan Anti-Racism Coalition and the NAACP, I present to you my 3 minutes at the Powhatan County Public Schools Board on the evening of December 7th, 2021. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. How are you? My name is Bilal Z. Ray Shuni out of District 5 in Powhatan County. Got a lot to say tonight. Let's see how far I get. We are deep in the age of a kind of climate change, not environmental, though that issue too is essential, but societal and political. As leaders, it's critical we engage. Sitting on the sidelines would be criminal. We must pay attention to changes to the way things used to be, when we swept it under the rug when we would choose to be, blind to the existence of hate crimes because the stories of the victims didn't fit the picture of late-time television's ideal society. It's ignorance that emboldens impropriety, this inappropriate indecency, relentless and persistence, persecuting other people for the crime of existence. I saw the stars and bars fly next to a swastika on a truck up the street last week during Hanukkah. That is the attitude that lives in this county, a vicious and vile hate that quickly is mounting. Why? Because we choose to ignore it. This is a school board. You must abhor it, and any action that serves to make a student feel less than, instead of twiddling our thumbs looking around all deadpan, the reality is in our face. Kids are being hunted by gender, attraction, religion, and race. The place is here to make concerns feel heard. But you don't have to take me at my word. Students have come forward. Parents have spoken out. Teachers are jumping ship because they truly doubt that meaningful change to protect them from violence will be met with something more than deafening silence. We talk about division in this community. That schism is driven by bullies acting with impunity, propelled by ideologies feigning religious piety that want to whitewash what could be a diverse society. What do we gain when our neighbors are to blame? We get racist taunts and homophobic slurs at football games, videos of violence seeking 6 seconds of fame, and scared kids terrified they might hear their friend's name in the next obituary. People have been killed over this, and that's scary. That scares me. And if that doesn't frighten you, then more people will speak out until we enlighten you. Now, there are 2 sides to this fight. One seeks to spread love because love is what's right. Love is the brave banner that flies from the tallest steeple. Love should come to all simply because they are people. Love can't be killed or swept aside. The world should be filled with music, love, and pride. Kindness is the weapon, compassion the armament. Knowing this, do you need to hear the counter-argument? If one side believes thus, we all deserve love. No hate can conquer us. What could the opposing view possibly be? That some people deserve less love than you and me? That not all men are created equal? That empathy is fashioned to be somehow evil? They walk under a bar so low it's on the ground. When injustice is called out, they don't hear a sound. But look at all it takes to stand up for someone in need. 3 minutes to speak in service of that creed. So, how will you choose to serve our children this year? Do you embody love or do you embolden fear? Siempre con amor y con compasión. Thank you for your time.